Fiona. Counting on you from tomorrow onwards. Hi, Sharon. What do you mean about tomorrow? Oh, you haven't heard? What? I'm moving in with you tomorrow. What? Why are you moving in all of a sudden? Hold on. I don't know anything about this. Oh, really? Brian and I decided about it. That's selfish. I live here too. You two can't just decide things without letting me know. Why? You're Brian's wife, aren't you? So isn't it natural to follow what he decides? You don't have the authority to voice your opinion, right? That's just too overbearing. I believe married couples should discuss things together. Deciding to let you move in without letting me know isn't right. I don't agree with that. Here we go. What? You're so arrogant. You never listen to what your husband or your mother-in-law say. Always insisting on your own way. I'm sure Brian is having a hard time living with you. What do you mean by that? I think it's only natural to consult your partner before deciding on something big. I need to check on your behavior. That's why I'm moving in. My behavior? I heard you come home from work late every day. You put your job first instead of taking care of your husband. I don't think that's the way a housewife should be. So I'm here to teach you how to be a housewife. Huh? Why are you saying like I'm doing something wrong? Aren't you? I work for a living, you know. I listen to what Brian wants, so now we're living in an expensive apartment. If I don't work, we're not gonna be able to afford to live. And here you are talking down on me like this? Say whatever you want. I'll find out everything once I move in, so prepare yourself. Hey, Brian. I just got a message from your mother. What is she talking about moving in? What? It means she's gonna live with us. No. Why are you deciding things without consulting me? This is absurd. I mean, I know you're not gonna be up for it if I tell you, so... Of course. Your mother has put me through hell. She stepped on my foot the first time I met her. Don't make a fuss over something so small. You're not a child anymore. Why can't you get along with Mom? It's because she hates me. I'm trying my best to get along with her, but she's not even trying. Don't say mean things about her. You're telling me I'm the mean one? I'm the oldest son and Mom lives alone. It's best for us to live together for the future. As a wife, you should at least understand that. I understand what you're saying. But what I don't understand is, why didn't you discuss it with me beforehand? It's just too much to deal with. I'm going to let my parents live in a house I pay rent for with the money I earn. Why do I need to consult you about it? It's like you think you're the center of the universe. I'm at a loss for words. Anyway, my mom is moving in tomorrow. Please tell her don't be mean to me. Huh? You're the one who's being mean to her, right? Huh? You should be treating my mother good because you're my wife. She's old too. Don't be so mean. You don't know anything about what happened before, so you can't say such things. I know I'm your wife, but I'm still a human being, so there's a limit to how much I can tolerate. Are you trying to go against me and my mother?
I have my rights too.
Are you serious? You're just my wife. There's no rights for you.
Don't you think that's absurd?
Just shut up and listen to me and my mom. Also, my mom wouldn't do such mean things. You always exaggerate things.
You never believe anything I say. What a terrible husband.
Whatever. It's already decided. You're gonna make it out with my mom.
Wait.
Fiona, Mom said you didn't prepare her breakfast. She just called me.
What? What are you talking about? I had it prepared on the table before I left for work. I made her everything she wanted.
Why did she call me then? She was almost crying.
Huh?
She said you're trying to starve her. You're terrible. I asked you to make things right with Mom, didn't I?
Wait a minute. That's all just baseless accusations.
Huh?
You had your breakfast too, right? I prepared the same thing for her.
Are you saying my mom is lying?
Maybe. Think about it. How could I cook breakfast and not prepare for her?
I don't know what you're capable of. You're a woman who talks about the rights of a wife and all that. It wouldn't be surprising for you to do something like that. It seems like you're taking out your frustration on Mom.
How can you be so paranoid? You only believe what she says. You don't even try to listen to me.
Of course I believe her over you. My mother is a nice person, unlike you. She must have been hurt because she was crying.
What the hell?
You need to apologize to her. I know all the bad things that you've done to her. You better apologize or I won't forgive you.
What bad things?
It seems like there were various things piled up, like pushing her to the door, pointing a knife at her in the kitchen, leaving her laundry when you do yours.
Huh? Wait a minute. I don't remember all of this. Why would I do such things to her?
You're a liar. Why would my mom lie about such things? Apologize to her for all the things you've done.
You don't trust your wife at all.
Why would I? She's always right. You have to apologize to her.
I don't want to. I haven't done anything to apologize for.
Are you still gonna deny it? She called me crying on the phone.
I didn't do anything. She's accusing me of things I never did to her. There's no way I'm going to apologize. I'd apologize if I did, but I didn't.
How long are you planning on bullying Mom? I won't forgive you for hurting her. I will divorce you.
What? You're really trying to go that far?
I don't need a wife who treats my mom bad. I'll get the divorce papers. Sign them and get the hell out.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't take care of my mom.
Okay.
I'll give you a week. Be grateful I'm generous. Pack up your stuff and leave by then.
It feels a bit forced, but if that's what you want, fine. I just don't want to be falsely accused of something I didn't do.
You're being unusually cooperative, but just remember, you'll have no one to blame but yourself if you end up regretting it later.
Regret? We'll see who's going to regret it.
Fiona? Hey, answer me.
What do you want?
Not only you bullied me, but you also cheated on my son.
Huh?
I saw you with another man.
What?
Who were you with? You're married to my son and I saw you walking around with another man. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Sharon, I think you're misunderstanding something. I'm not having an affair.
Then who were you with? You were all dressed up with a random man.
What? I don't even know what you're trying to say anymore.
Don't act dumb. I saw you a couple of days ago nearby your office. I'm sure it was you.
Oh, about that?
Yeah? What was that about? I'll never forgive you.
Huh?
I'll tell my son about it and have you divorced.
What?
You bully me and you never do house chores. And on top of that, you cheat on my son. I'll never let my son live with a woman like you. You've always been a terrible wife.
You haven't heard anything from Brian?
What?
We're divorced already.
Huh?
That's what you wanted, right? How does it feel? Are you happy?
Huh? What do you mean?
You told Brian things that I never did to you, remember? Like bullying you. He believed all the lies you told him and he was furious about it. He told me to apologize to you.
Of course.
But I don't remember doing anything bad to you. I never bullied you. So I told him there was nothing to apologize for. He told me he wanted to divorce me.
What?
Yeah, so I filed our divorce earlier.
Really?
Yes. Now I'm going to leave you too. The man you saw me with is my real estate agent.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yes, I'm not cheating. I was looking for a new place to live.
Oh, really? Well, if you're already divorced, then that doesn't matter anymore.
Huh?
Am I going to be okay living alone with my son?
That's not my problem anymore.
Well, that's good. I can finally live freely too.
I mean, you've been living freely all this time.
Now me and my son can live happily and start a new life.
Good for you, Sharon. Thank you for taking care of me during our short time living together.
Fiona, where are you? I need to talk to you, please.
What? I don't have anything to talk about with you. I've already filed the divorce and moved out, so I feel good.
Can you reconsider that?
Huh? What do you mean?
Could you please consider filing for marriage again and getting back together?
Why?
You still have feelings for me, right? Be grateful since I'm saying I'll marry you again.
Hell no.
What?
I'm finally free from your bullshit. Why would I get back with you?
Don't act tough.
I'm not acting tough. You believed your mother who was enjoying bullying me. I can't tolerate that anymore. I told you I'm over it.
Don't say that. I know it's too late, but my mom just told me the truth. She admitted that she was the one bullying you. She wanted to keep me to herself, so she was harassing you to push you away.
Oh, really? Oh, I see. My misunderstanding has been cleared up. That's good. So, did she tell you what are the things she did to me?
No.
Well, just for your reference, I'll tell you. She'd pour boiling water in the bathtub when I'm trying to take a bath every day.
Boiling water?
If I make her food, she'll just throw it in the trash.
Seriously?
She'd kick me in the stomach while saying I'm useless. I should have a baby at least.
Is that true? That's an act of violence.
Yes, it's true. She'd even tell me, you never do anything around the house but complain. There's dirt left on the laundry, start over. Scrub the toilet for an hour 'cause it still smells. That's how she was like every day.
Oh no. The house is a mess right now. She never does the dishes, laundry, and she doesn't even take out the trash.
I bet.
I'm going crazy. Please, come back.
I just told you all the horrible things she did to me, right? There's no way I'm going back there. There's more. You want to hear about it?
No, I'm good. I was wrong. You were my wife. I should have trusted you. I've apologized enough, so please come back.
No, thank you. I'm finally free from the two of you. Nobody would ever want to come back after all. Enjoy your life with your kind mother. I suggest you help her out with the chores.
Please don't say that, Fiona.
Bye.
Hey, Fiona. It's been a while. I want to ask you something.
Oh, hey Sharon. What do you want?
How were you managing to live every month? Brian's paycheck isn't enough at all. Did he get a pay cut? I can't live the way I wanted to.
Of course.
Huh?
His paycheck isn't enough to cover the rent. But he wanted to live in such an expensive place, so...
Then how did you make a living?
I paid most of the bills myself.
What?
Well, that amount was clearly not enough. I was covering everything else. That's why I had to work hard. You made fun of me so much, didn't you? But I had to work to make ends meet.
You're lying, aren't you? I thought you were managing everywhere with Brian's paycheck.
No.
Then how are we supposed to live now?
I don't know. We're strangers. Just think about it. Why don't you two move to a cheaper place, and why don't you find a job?
What? No way.
Well, I guess you have to figure things out yourselves.
Wait a minute. Come back.
Why? Me and your son got divorced a long time ago, right?
But you're his ex-wife, right? There's no harm in helping out your ex-husband. We can be roommates. We'll split the rent and you contribute to my living expenses. How about that?
Huh? Why would I do that? You've got to be kidding me. That man you thought I was having an affair with? He helped me find a nice place and I love it. I'm not even thinking of moving back.
Don't say that. We don't have enough money, so help us out.
I refuse. I'm not your slave. You should spend more time on household chores.
Huh?
Your son was ranting about you.
What did he say?
That the house is a mess right now. Piled up dishes and laundry, even the trash. If you want to live freely, shouldn't you first establish a solid foundation?
I don't want you to tell me what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do. I don't care what happens to you people. It's fine if you continue living as you are and eventually fall apart. Haha.
fall apart?
If you continue living according to your mindset, I think it will happen eventually. If you want to avoid that, you'll need to either move to a cheaper place or start working yourself.
You're missing one thing.
Huh?
How about you come back here, split the rent 50-50, and help out with the bills?
Are you nuts? I don't see the point of me doing that. Please remember that you and I are already strangers.
Wait a minute. You're gonna need money if you move out to a new place, right? I've used up all my savings to make ends meet.
Huh? You have your pension, right?
Yeah, about that. I need that money to go on trips with my friends, lunch, and shopping.
It's pointless to talk to you anymore. It's a waste of time talking to you, so I'm out.
Oh, wait. Please. Okay, I'll find a job. So, could you lend me enough money to cover living expenses until I find one?
Nope. I have no reason to lend you money.
Please, Fiona. You know I have no other choice. Can you just please help?
You're so selfish. I won't help you too. I'm blocking both of you today. Please don't ever reach out again. I don't want anything to do with the two of you.
Don't say that. Fiona, please help us.
After that, it seems that Sharon took out loans to cover living expenses. However, the amount of debt quickly increased, and eventually, it became impossible to manage. It seems that she was borrowing money using her son's credit card, and as a result, her son ended up having to declare bankruptcy. I had a feeling this would happen. So I was waiting to see who would regret it more, but it seems like she didn't notice at all. She brought it upon herself. I'm renting an apartment not far from the company and enjoying living alone. I plan to focus on work for a while and save money. Once I have enough saved up, I'm thinking about starting a new hobby or something.
The food you made for me today was as disgusting as ever.
What?
The burger you packed me for lunch. The meat was like a hockey puck. The bread was soggy. How could you be this bad at cooking?
I didn't think it was that bad.
You must be delusional. A good wife should be able to cook well for her husband. You should take notes from my mom.
Yeah, but your mom is just really good at cooking. You know I used to cook in a restaurant, so I don't think my cooking is as bad as you say it is.
Get a grip. I don't want to hear any more excuses out of you.
Why do you have to be so critical about the way I cook? You're being really offensive. Just stop it.
I'll stop when you can make me something actually edible.
Whatever. I won't make anything else for you anymore.
You're just gonna run away from your responsibilities as a housewife.
Well, I was thinking about starting to work again.
What?
You're just going to complain about my cooking every day. I'd rather find something else to do. So I was thinking maybe I'd go back to working at a restaurant.
You're just using that as an excuse to neglect what you have to do at home. If you go back to working at a restaurant, you'd be taking away the time we have to spend together. Isn't that why you quit once we got married?
Yeah, but I just feel bad if you think the food I make for you is this awful.
Oh my god, I really don't want to have to keep having the same conversation with you, Jenny. I've been nice up till now. Stop testing my patience. Why can't you be more like my mom? She's never served me a bad meal in my life. Why don't you go learn how to cook from her? I feel bad for our future kids if they have to eat the slop you put on the table. How are you gonna feel when they tell you, Mommy, this food is nasty?
Yeah, that's why I want to go back to work in a restaurant.
And if you do, you won't finish work until late at night, right? So who's gonna make me dinner?
If you really think my cooking is that bad, why don't you just cook for yourself?
Wow, you just want to be lazy, don't you? That's it. You're fired for being my wife.
I'm not trying to be lazy. Ugh, stop being so sarcastic. You're being really mean to me.
What's the point if I cook for myself? You're the one that needs to practice and get better at making something that doesn't taste terrible. As your husband, it's my duty to eat the food you put in front of me, even if it does taste like vomit.
I really can't believe how big of a jerk you're being. If you honestly think that, I don't want to force you to eat what I make for you.
No, I'll eat it. Unfortunately, I have no choice now that I'm married to you.
You don't have to eat it if you don't want to. I really don't mind if you eat whatever you want.
As a married couple, we have to support each other, don't we? So I'll keep eating your vile cooking if it means you'll eventually get better. You should be grateful you don't have to cook for anyone else but me. You don't have to work at a restaurant. Just practice cooking at home.
What about the dinner I made last night? You took one bite and then threw it in the trash.
Oh yeah, that was a real nightmare. I honestly thought you were trying to poison me. I'm shocked you thought that was fit for a human being to eat.
And then what did you say after? If this is what you expect me to eat, I'd rather find my dinner in a dumpster?
Yeah, and I meant it. Is it really too much to ask for my wife to cook something that doesn't make me want to puke? Man, I really wish my mom was still cooking for me. If only I didn't get married. Whatever. I'm a good guy, so I promise to keep biting the bullet so you can get better at cooking.
This is nonsense.
What?
If that's how you feel, does that mean you're just going to insult the way I cook forever?
Not forever. Just until you actually get better.
Where is this all coming from? You never said anything like this before we got married.
I don't remember if I did or not.
I never thought you'd complain this much.
What's your problem? Now you're trying to play the victim? You're the one who got worse at cooking. How could you possibly blame me for that? Just shut up with the excuses.
Fine, you can make your own dinner tonight. You should try at least once to do it on your own.
You're out of your mind. Cooking isn't a man's job. A man doesn't belong in the kitchen. It's embarrassing to even think about it. Me cooking would be the same as saying my wife at home is useless. I don't think you could get any worse. I believe in you to get better, so just do it.
When are you going to stop complaining?
Yeah, maybe I'll complain, but that doesn't mean I won't keep eating the food you put in front of me. Even if it tastes like dog food, I guess I have to keep eating it. Luckily for you, I'm a man that can tough it out through anything. Even if I puke, I'll keep on eating.
Why do you have to think like that? Whatever. You don't have to eat the food I make anymore.
Oh yeah?
I'm at your parents' house right now.
What are you doing there?
I had a long talk with your mom. In fact, I even cooked for her. You told me to go learn from her, didn't you?
Yeah, so what? What did you tell her?
I told her everything. I showed her everything you've been texting me.
Why would you do that?
Your mom was actually really impressed with what I made.
Oh, wow.
And then she told me that she never actually cooked for you as much as you said she did. In fact, she said she barely cooked for you at all. She couldn't believe the way you were talking to me and apologized like 100 times.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? You lied to me, didn't you?
I wouldn't say lie.
Honestly, I've had enough.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about everything. The way you lie to me, the way you talk to me, the way you insult the food I work hard to make for you. What's it going to take to make you happy?
Like I said, I never lied to you.
Whatever. I want a divorce.
What? Are you insane? Why do you want to get divorced?
I've already packed my stuff and left. That's the real reason why I'm here right now. I came to tell them I'm leaving you.
Don't go anywhere. I'm coming there right now. I'll be there as soon as I finish work.
Don't bother. Both your parents think it's for the best, too.
What? What do you mean they think it's for the best?
Now they know all about how you verbally abuse me, and how you throw away everything I make for you to eat. I told them everything.
No, you're wrong. There's a reason for why I did that.
Oh, is that an excuse? You really love excuses, don't you?
No, I'm being serious. Just listen to me. I actually love everything you've ever cooked for me. But there's always room for improvement, right? That's why I said your cooking was disgusting, even though I actually enjoyed it. I just wanted you to get even better.
Why would you do that?
I just thought if you could focus more on your cooking, you'd be able to get better.
Focus? You're the one who needs to focus on how you're talking to me. What you're saying is ridiculous.
I just wanted you to make food that I like.
How was I supposed to know what you like if you said everything I made for you was bad? It's impossible.
But everything I said was to help you. It was all to help you be a better cook.
I'm the one with the cooking experience. I'm the one who worked for a long time at a restaurant. If you can't put up with my cooking, it's the same as saying you can't put up with me at all.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. You have to understand that. I'm really telling you the truth now.
To be honest, I couldn't care less.
Don't say that.
I've put up with this kind of abuse for nearly a year now. I'm emotionally exhausted.
What do you mean?
It means that I've decided I'm leaving you and nothing's going to change my mind.
Oh, but why? I literally just told you how delicious I think your cooking is. Like I said, I thought not telling you was for your own good. A bird will never learn to fly if it doesn't leave the nest, right? I had to push you to make you better.
What are you talking about? Now I'm the one who's sick of hearing excuses. Between yesterday and today, I've really had enough of your abuse.
Oh, please don't say that. We have a long future ahead of ourselves.
Even if, for argument's sake, you actually were tough on me to try and make me better, did you really have to throw out the food I made for you? I don't think you realize how much effort I put in so I could make that for you. Do you have any idea how long it took to make that?
Like 3 hours?
No, you idiot. It took almost a full day. All of that work for you to just take one bite and throw it out.
Jenny, I'm really sorry. I had no idea you went through all that trouble just to make dinner for me.
And on top of all of that, you forgot about our 1-year anniversary yesterday.
Just please give me a chance to make it up to you. I'm so sorry.
Too late. I'm not home, and I've already left your parents' house. The first step for me leaving you was telling your parents about it, and now that's finished. I'm not setting foot in our house again.
Don't say that. Just please cook for me one more time. I promise to be honest and tell you how good I think your cooking is.
I think it's a little late for telling the truth. You really put me through hell this past year. Your parents gave me some money to help me get through this. They said it was the least they could do after raising a son who could be so cruel to his own wife. You better work hard so you can repay your parents.
You can't be serious. Are you really leaving me?
Unlike you, I don't lie. So yes, I'm really leaving you.
Jenny, please, I love you. Just give me another chance. I'll do whatever it takes to get you back.
You're really desperate, aren't you? It's too late to fix things. Oh yeah, by the way, your parents said they've disowned you. They had no idea you were such a horrible person. I guess all that's left for you to do is to go try your excuses out on your parents. Jenny left the divorce papers with Mark's parents. Mark was reluctant at first, but he eventually signed and submitted the forms for the divorce. However, Mark was seen loitering outside of Jenny's parents' home, where he believed she was staying. There were even reports of him stalking her, and he was eventually taken into custody by the police. A restraining order was filed against him. Jenny began working at a restaurant in her old hometown. She's looking forward to finally being independent and free from Mark's abuse.